what's tonight for? If this team get beat, we in the final four.
He's a poor man LeBron, bro, when it comes to trades. It's like, you guys look at, KD, what you go
down 3 games is a quick sweep.
Not cap if you want to. Cap if you want to.
You know what's in me.
When I said that they let James Harden do the same thing, and let Kevin Durant do the same thing, and they're essentially letting James Harden do the same thing again.
I said Kevin Durant should have took a 50-50 blame, and Westbrook should have took a 50-50 blame too.
But I don't even want to say it with. It's just the way we're gonna start the show. I don't think it's appropriate. Like, it's always weird when we got to do this shit, bro. Man, bust motherfucker down. You feel me? I don't even want to call it a beautiful ass Monday, bro. That's the start of the show. But welcome back on this beautiful ass Monday. I'm your host Troy. I got the boys with me. What's up, fellas? Shit.
It's the W.
Might as well jump back in it. I mean, everybody heard the news today. We lost the NBA great, NBA legend, passed away from brain cancer. Dikembe Mutombo. I mean, the infamous finger wave. Let me besides, we know what Dikembe has done in basketball, but he has done a lot off the court too. So I do want to, give him a shout out while also sending my prayers out to his family. I'm not going to hold the guys too long because the guys know I'm dealing with a death in the family too. So I'm going to pass it over to them before I get too emotional. You feel me, boo?
Yeah, man. Condolences to the Mutombo family. A huge loss. Basketball icon, and like Troy said, just a great human being, a humanitarian, you know what I'm saying? All the things he's done for his country, it's just to be applauded, you know what I mean? And he's the definition of, he's probably greater off the court than he was on the court, and he was great on that court too. So, that's just a testament to the man that he was. And shout out to Dikembe, man, just leaving his mark on this planet. Something we should all aspire to do.
Mooch.
Where do I even start, man? Like, Mr. No, bro. And it's crazy because Dikembe, Hakeem, and Ben Wallace were the reasons why I took basketball and defense so seriously when I was playing basketball. It was the little things that, he did on the court that a lot of people didn't really recognize because he wasn't the AI, he wasn't the LeBron James, he wasn't the Kobe Bryant, you know what I'm saying? But he played such a big role on the court, and it's crazy how his celebration is crazy, how his motives is crazy, how his lingo, people, try to emulate him just years after he's left the game. So the mark that he's left on the game is just universal, you know what I'm saying? And then not to mention what he's done off the court, his humanitarianism, right? Activism, right? For not only what he did for this country, but his own country. It's just milestone-ish, right? You can't put you can't really put like a topper on what he did for not only the basketball world, but just the world in general, man. So the world definitely, not just the basketball world, but the world just lost a real one, a real legend. And it's definitely tough when, you lose guys like that, man. That's just so important to the game and to the world.
Amen there. Again, prayers from the sideline to Dikembe Mutombo's family. May he rest in peace, and may his legacy be carried on.
Blocks though, it's think of Mutombo, that's just the truth.
The greatest blocker in the game, I believe.
I mean, I wouldn't as far as that. That's a discussion still between him and Hakeem, in my opinion. But to me,
I'm mad at that.
he's the guy that popularized the block though. Like with the he did that. Like so. Again, just an icon, bro. Like on and off that court, man. You know, so I'm done, man. Like just again, RIP Dikembe, man.
Rest in peace. I don't know how we transition out of this segment into our regular. It's always hard doing this when we, take the time out to.
We humans, bro. That's why.
It's hard to transition to go from talking about this to talking about like sports. So
it's just tough because the sports world. We know the sports world is hurting right now, right? Like it's not like just losing. It's like losing a family member, somebody that you grew up watching, somebody that you felt like you was close to, just because of the moments, not only on television but just in the world, right? And you like pair that with last week D Rose retiring. The basketball world, the sports world is hurting right now. There's a lot of greats that are leaving the game. There's a lot of greats that are leaving the earth, leaving the world. So it sucks that we have to address things like that, but at the same time, keep it forward, keep the head up, keep it moving forward, and keep pushing on with the news and stuff like that, because it's tough when you lose greats, man. Tough when they leave the game. It's tough when they leave the world, man. It's something to adjust to, whether people want to acknowledge it or not.
Amen to that. Oh man, I wish I had a transition. Boo-Wop don't like the quarters, so I don't know.
It's cool, man. I put that all over you, man. That's what we got.
I don't even think we got 4 quarters to bring today, Boo-Wop. I think we only got 2.
Hey, we feel like college, man. 2 halves.
You feel me?
It's gonna transition into like what we're doing, man. We had to acknowledge that, like
you always got to take the time out to pay respect.
Started the show without playing that man. No, we had to, and that's just the way it was. So, but we still finna transition into, as Moose said, earlier news. This week, Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose retirement. That's what we're switching into now. There's a couple places we're gonna go here. Troy want to kind of talk about it, and I know we're gonna start with, or this is where we're going to start. Is he a Hall of Famer? Mulich.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. I knew this question was coming because I've wrestled with this question for the past month and a half. And I know a lot of people, they hear Derrick Rose and they're like, oh yeah, instant first ballot Hall of Famer. But you gotta be real with yourself, bro. You gotta really take the time to look at the outlook of his career as a totality. I do think that he might get in based off name, but I don't know, bro. He's a fringe. I think looking at it, he might not get in just based on just looking at his career. And I know how much that sucks to say and how much that sucks to hear, but like I said, you got to be realistic about the outlook of his career and everything that he did in totality, and just how unfortunate it was for him to suffer all the injuries at the time he did. But we know that injuries don't stop the game for anybody, right? There's a lot of great players that have succumbed to injury, and unfortunately, they're not in the Hall of Fame. So, I think when it comes to D Rose's career, it's definitely a fringe call. But for me, I would say just because of the moments that we had, being the youngest MVP. It's definitely a milestone. Leading the Bulls to multiple successful seasons prior to his injury. Great player, and we are talking about the Basketball Hall of Fame. He did lead Memphis to the 20-something and 2 record. You know what I'm saying? So there are a lot of moments. There are a lot of reasons as to why he would make it. So I think my nod would be personally yes, but looking at other people's, maybe other experts, basketball experts and other analysts, they might not put him in.
What?
See the hat, right?
Yeah.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely.
Oh man,
I can bust out the 4-5, big dog. Don't worry about it. I got the 4-5 throwback.
No doubt, no doubt. I mean, for me, as a kid who grew up in Chicago, seeing the last three-peat and then transitioning into this new build where, I mean, we have no core from the original three-peat. Jordan's gone, Pippen's gone, Robin's gone. Right? No Phil Jackson. It's no familiar faces. So safe to say for about good 8 to 9 years, the Bulls, I wouldn't say the laughing stock of the NBA, but I mean, we had some years in there with the Kirk Heinrich and Ben Gordon teams where, hell, we even upsetted a number 2 Miami team, if I'm not mistaken. No, I think they was the 5 seed, whatever. We still beat the Miami team with D Wade and Shaq, things of that nature.
Kirk is clean, though. I can't even lie to you.
I mean, Ben Gordon was decent, right? Like
that's true.
We had some okay teams. Even shout out Tyson Chandler, Eddie Curry. You know what I'm saying? Like we had some decent hope, I guess, for a couple of those years, but overall, nothing was like when Mr. Rose stepped through that door. You can just tell it was different. Like you just could, bro. Like you could feel like this just feels different. Not only is he living every boy's dream that grew up in Chicago that shot a basketball to one day play for the home city, right? Like he's living that dream. And year by year, you watching this kid get better. He getting better. And for me, it just hits home because me and D Rose happen to be the same age, graduated the same year. So I literally feel like I was on this journey with him. You know what I'm saying? Watching him just grow from Memphis and then come to the Bulls and just basically kind of forced to change his game somewhat. A lot of people don't know Derrick Rose really wasn't like a score first type of player. He just kind of had to be that for the Bulls due to the lack of offense. And seeing him just transition his game from that into becoming the youngest MVP in NBA history for literally getting things coined like the D Rose flu. Like I'm watching players talk about this shit. Like grown ass men literally pretending to be sick to not have to guard this man. Like, I don't know if there should be an exception for injury, but to me, I think that's enough to get into the Hall of Fame. Youngest MVP. I mean, being able to be like literally like one of the most feared players in the league is a compliment, bro. It's an accomplishment, rather. And that's not something a lot of people can say they did. It's just not. And especially some of the players, when I look at specifically in the Hall of Fame, it's players that were barely starters in the Hall of Fame because they rode the tails of another great player or whatever. So for me, Derrick Rose, not necessarily saying he should be a first ballot Hall of Famer, but I definitely think he's a Hall of Famer. What the fuck y'all quiet for? Why you
do it, Troy? Don't you do it?
I'm sorry. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. I'm just gonna leave it there. I'll get back to mine at the end of this. Moving on from that, right? So Buwab thinks he's a Hall of Famer. Mulish got him, on the fringe, right? So I know we like talking about what if, right?
We like talking about what if in players. And I got the biggest what if list here in the NBA. And your boy Derrick Rose is on top. So I kind of want to touch on that. I'm going to give you guys the list, and then we're going to discuss it. So I'm going to go from 10 to 1. 10 being Tracy McGrady. 9 being Bill Walton. 8 being Grant Hill. 7 being Greg Oden. 6 being Sean Kemp. 5 being Yao Ming. 4 being Brandon Roy. 3 being Penny Hardaway. 2 being Len Bias, and 1 being Derrick Rose. Boo-Wop, do you agree with this list?
I agree with about 8 of those players, not necessarily where they're at. I don't think Sean Kemp should be on this list. I don't think somebody else should have. Greg Oden. I wouldn't have Greg Oden on this list either. I'm definitely feeling D Rose as the number 1 pick because, again, the youngest MVP ever. Most of those players, like a guy like Grant Hill, I do understand that he did get injured kind of early in his career. I think year 7 it was. But again, I think I got to see, for the most part, the best version of Grant Hill. I know that sounds nasty too, but I just think I got to see a decent peak, or a decent prime, I guess. And I just don't think, because I think a lot of people, if you ask them, they probably would say Grant Hill. And I think they're being very nostalgic because I do think a lot of people try to down D Rose's MVP, which I don't like. You know what I mean?
Do. The kids nowadays.
Yeah, they go straight to the numbers. 25, LeBron averaged more points, more rebounds, more assists. He clearly was better, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, bro, did you see that Chicago Bulls team? Like, let's just be real. Like, that was a defensive unit, and D Rose carried. And he happened to have the best record in the NBA with that team. So, for me, I definitely think when you look at what D Rose did, like in those 3 years, 4 years, and even following up the next year with the number 1 seed in the East while being hurt. So, like, to me, I just think if he don't get hurt, like, I'm not saying guys like Steph don't never win or anything like that. I'm not doing that, but I do think he's definitely going to be in that conversation with those guys for a little bit. Like, I think at least about 2020, we're talking Steph, D Rose, Russ, all these guys in like the same breath to a degree. Even if you want to say Steph better, that's fine. But D Rose would be in that conversation, in my opinion, if he don't get hurt.
Mulich?
This list is interesting. D Rose is I see why because the injuries definitely added up. Len Bias thing is interesting. If you watch the 30 for 30 on Len Bias, then you can understand why that one is number 2. Penny at 3 is kind of crazy for me, only because we seen a lot of Penny. Like, he got hurt, but we low key seen a lot of him. I would have put B higher than that. Mainly because B Roy was disgusting, bro. And if we got to even see 10 years of B Roy, that would have been different. I agree with Boo-Wop. I don't think Sean Kemp belongs on this list. I think we got to see a lot of him, or enough of him to kind of really understand the type of player that he was. And I kind of feel the same way about Grant Hill. I do think Greg Oden deserves to be on this list. It's just his situation is unfortunate. Bro's knees were made out of fiberglass, unfortunately. So, like, I really don't think, and especially at the time where you get drafted, the medicine, the medical technology is nowhere where it is now. So, no saying to what if he gets drafted in today's game with, the advancement of medicine, how he would have been now. But yeah, no, I think this is pretty solid. I think D Rose is one because the way he came on the scene, right, winning Rookie of the Year, being 20 and being the youngest MVP in NBA history, right, taking Miami to 7 games, right, the thundering Miami team who's coming off of with, like Buwap said, a defensive team, and he's like the main guy, but he's activating all of their offense. That's the thing a lot of people don't talk about when they talk about D Rose, is how he activated the offense of that team, right? The Carlos Boozers, the Joakim Noahs, right? Like he had these guys confident in taking shots that they weren't never confident in taking. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a different type of level player. So when he's on attack mode and literally the whole team sinks to the paint because they know of his ability, and you have a Joakim Noah with the push shot and Carlos Boozer with the overhead, and they're sinking. It's like he's giving his teammates confidence and building that confidence around his guys, and they're confident in him being the young leader. So, and then to have that essentially instantly snatched away is probably that's the pinnacle of it all. That's the word. That's the part that hurts the most because you've seen the trajectory of his career and where he was going, right? Like that's the reason why a lot of people think that, or a lot of these young kids don't really understand why his MVP that year was literally so valuable, because what we've seen him do in that Miami series against the LeBron James or Chris Bosh, freaking D Wade, like taking the big 3 to 7 games with a mainly defensive team, and he's the focal point on offense. Like that's next level. We're not seeing that in that, especially at that time in the NBA. So like to instantly get that snatched away, to leave everybody with the damn what if, bro. Like, and that's the reason why I get it, right? Like, and even over a Lynn bias, because with Lynn coming out of college, you never really know how he's going to transition to the NBA, right? And at that time, coming to a team like Boston, I think that his game would have definitely transitioned. But at the same time, like I said, we don't really know. So like that can leave a big what if. But with the D Rose situation, we seen the level, we seen the road that he was on, we seen the roller coaster, we seen him go up, and we're like, holy shit, this dude is crazy, next level. And then it literally gets snatched from him. So it's like that is a crazy what if, because it's like, what if next year they retool? What if next year he comes back and So I think it's fair. I do think this need to be switched around a little bit though.
Just a little bit. I think Bill Walton definitely should be hired based off of what we see him. MVP, Finals MVP, Mountain champ. Like he literally did it all like in like 4 or 5 years, like as a big man to a degree, like did all you can do. So I mean, he's another guy. I'm definitely digging Brandon Roy. I don't think he should be higher than a guy like Bill Walton, in my opinion, but I do think he should be like a top 6, top 7 type dude for sure, easily. And bias, it just the projections through the roof. I ain't gonna lie.
Exactly. The projection, the trajectory that everybody had him on is next level, but
yeah,
that Booger Sugar was next level too.
Holy shit!
I had to get that one off.
It's interesting to me because Buwap said nostalgia off of Grant Hill. I just kind of remember when Grant Hill came into the league, all the hype that came around him, and because when I'm thinking about the biggest what if, yeah, we're thinking about talent, what they accomplished, but I'm also thinking about how they came into the league. And I don't know, I could be wrong here. Let me base that by saying I could be wrong here. I don't know if anybody else on this list came with more hype than Grant Hill.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong.
So when I'm thinking about the biggest what if,
to Jordan,
Right, and that's
Yeah.
where I was going. That's why I don't. For me, it's not nostalgia when I say I would have Grant Hill number one because he was supposed to be what they say now in some conversations, the LeBron before LeBron, right, or the next Jordan, right? Those were the two things they said about him. So I think I know Buwap and Mooley said you guys got to a point where you think you saw, the best of Grant Hill, but I don't think we ever really did see the best of Grant Hill. I think Grant Hill's had so much more, but the injuries affected him. And maybe not just the injuries of him being out, just like little nagging injuries, because I know as a basketball player, as sports players up here, we know those could bother you too. So for me, Derrick Rose wouldn't be far. I think for me, I would have Grant Hill number one, just off of particularly remember all the hype he came into the league with.
They shouldn't have given that hype. That's the problem.
No, they shouldn't have. But I'm with Mel there. It's their job to give them. It's their job to put the expectations on the player. You get drafted at that high, you're expected to do the job. And I know it's not always fair because of the situations they get put in, as young players. But at the same time, he came in with that hype. And in the beginning, he was living up to the hype until he really started to get injured. His body started to break down. It's the same thing with Tracy McGrady, right? I think Tracy McGrady
really living up to the hype though either.
You said, I'm sorry?
I don't really know if he was living up to the hype, though. In my opinion,
I think he was on his way. I definitely think he was on his way.
I mean,
because what he was supposed to become, the next Jordan, the first LeBron, like those things were still being said about him first year, second year, third year, as he was getting better and as he was progressing.
He was a breath of fresh air though. Like nobody had seen that type of prototype at the time.
Right, but that's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying. Normally, when you get a guy like that guy, if he can stay healthy, I wouldn't say destroy the leagues, but he kind of does his thing freely in the league where he gets his name up there. I'm not saying he wins championships, but I think if Grant Hill stayed healthy, and he could have definitely would have won some championships, and his name would have been in a different place in history. The same, I think, with Tracy McGrady. I think Tracy McGrady gets overlooked because I think we all know what Tracy is. But I think if Tracy stayed healthy, kind of got his regimen better, I think Tracy could have been not even on this what if list if he did what he had to do. I agree with you guys with Penny. I think we've seen enough of Penny, even though Penny did get injured, and I would have loved to have seen him win the championship with Shaq. B. Roy is another one for me.
I don't actually think we've seen enough of Penny, like honestly, like because I think Penny got hurt year 4.
I think but I get what Moo's saying when he say he's seen a lot of Penny. It was like Penny still played what?
Grant Hill.
What? I'm sorry.
You seen more of Grant Hill than Penny.
100%. Grant Hill played.
Grant played 18 years.
Yeah, 18 years.
I was just talking about like even prime, like Grant didn't get hurt till he went to Orlando. So he had like 6 years, I want to say, in Detroit, where he was kind of like, he was solid. Don't get me wrong. He was good. He was like a top 10 player. I don't know if he was really top 5, but he was top 10 for sure.
Yeah, that's fair.
To me, he didn't really. To me,
Penny played 14 seasons, so.
Yeah, but he got hurt year 4 though. That's when the drop. I think you can just look at it like the drop.
Yeah. Because he played 59 games year 4, and that's when he was averaging 20. But then he came back the next year, only played 19 games and averaged 16.
He just never really was the same after that. Same thing with Grant. Obviously, the injury just kind of derailed him. But I still think, relative to this conversation, I think we've seen more of Grant than Penny. I think both of them had crazy.
Well, I mean, Grant played longer, so we would have seen Grant longer.
More peak. I mean, prime. Right? I'm just talking about relative to their prime. Like I think Grant had 6 healthy seasons, like the start of his career, and I think that's a decent amount of sample size to see somebody. Not to say that he could have easily took off the next year. Year 7 is usually most players' prime, like their peak performance prime. So I'm not saying that Grant couldn't have gave me a season where he averaged over 25, because I don't think he ever averaged 25.
I know the playoffs it was like 20 something.
Yeah, one season where he had that was 1999 and 2000 season where he averaged 25.8.
Okay, and that was his last year in Detroit, I'm guessing, right?
Yep, sure was.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, to me, again, Grant could have been on the rise. I wouldn't take that away from him, but what I'm saying relative to D Rose, if he peaked higher though than Grant, like relative to the league, like he did more.
Michael B.
BJ Michael B was popping with you, man.
He relative to the league, I just think he peaked a little higher in the tougher era to a degree. You know, this is no knock against Grant Hill either, or anybody on this list. I just think Derrick Rose, again, to be the youngest MVP and to be carrying that franchise the way he was carrying it with a lot of pressure. You know what I mean? That's
What year did Rose have that injury in?
2012.
What year was he in?
Year 4.
He was year 4.
I mean, I get it because of the MVP, but that's like the thing for me. I don't think we've seen enough of him at that level.
That's the problem.
For me to say he's a Hall of Famer, but to the biggest what if, yeah, I'm not mad at Rose being that one, but personally for me, it would be Grant Hill. Grego, I really can't say nothing because he didn't play a game.
Nigga needs a fiberglass, bro. That shit's crazy.
Len Byers didn't play a game, so Sean Kemp, I'm with you guys. I understand why he's on the list. And I would have Bill Walton probably at 3. That's just me. I think I would put Bill Walton around 3. Because he would have won Boston more championships. Anyway. On to the next
it's interesting because I didn't think he didn't I thought he actually played a little longer, but he didn't.
He played like 11 seasons, right?
At least in the NBA.
He played 11, right?
8.
8, there you go. He said fiberglass move cutting up. All right, on to the next. We had one big trade that happened with Mr. Choke Me Out. I told you I was going to troll. I'm just giving y'all a heads up. Okay, I gave y'all a heads up, but it's on now. You feel me? Mr. I get choked out. I wonder if he's going to get choked out in New York now. We might have to buy some tickets to go see that one, fans. We might have to be in New York live for the cat choking in the Madison Square of the Gardens. You feel me? Might have to be out there watching him get choked. Who going to choke him? Let me see who going to choke him. Let me see who I got. Shit, what if Rudy choke him? That in Madison Square Garden, that would be awesome. That'd be worth my money.
Rudy not.
I don't give a fuck. Rudy, get that shit back for him not helping when Draymond was choking him. Get that shit back, Rudy.
Man, he need to get that back, then try to get Cat.
No, get Cat for not having his back. That's supposed to be his brother. He didn't have his back.
First of all,
he didn't have his back.
Rudy got.
We ain't getting into this.
Okay.
All right. I'm just trying to think about who choking Cat out. Embiid probably choke him out. Embiid, get him one more time. Embiid, get him in New York. Embiid, choke him out one more time. Embiid.
It's gonna be Siakam.
I know you're a changed man and shit, Embiid, but choke him out one time for me, Embiid. Choke Cat the fuck out. You feel me? All right, let me get serious. All right, so as we all know, Karl Anthony Towns was traded to the Knicks in a shocking trade. I didn't expect that shit to happen. They got DiVincenzo and who's the other person they got?
Julius Randle.
Julius Randle. There you go. Yeah.
Easy to forget his name, you know. But yeah, they got Julius Randle, which I mean, we were talking about it. We were talking about it last season, like right at the beginning of season 1 of From the Sideline Basket to Basket. We was talking about Julius Randle getting traded. And it happens a year later. Almost a date later, from when we was talking about it. So it's not a shocker to me, but it is a shocker that the Timberwolves move on from Cat. We also talked about that happening, and I also believe I was one to say early last year that I wouldn't be surprised if the Timberwolves moved on from Cat. But it still was a little bit of a shocking move that they traded him to the Knicks for Julius Randle and DiVincenzo. I think they could have definitely got a better package for him if you trade him to a different team. But I know the trade kind of got to work for both sides in their eyes. So I mean, I'm gonna kick it over to the boys. I'll say how I feel about the trade overall at the end. I'm gonna start with Moo here. Moo, how you feeling about the Knicks acquiring Cat?
Well, shoot, like I've been saying all off season, dog. Them motherfuckers trying to win championship, man. They are trying to win championship. That is a big hello to the Boston Celtics, nigga. That is what that is. And look, I knew that face was coming, Troy. I definitely understand. But that's why they made this move. If they made this move for anything else, it would be crazy. But they literally made this move.
Nigga, they better be worried about beating the Pacers.
They better be worried about something. But that was to me. That's what this said. This move screams we want to beat Boston. That's all this move says to me. We're doing everything we can to beat Boston. Moves
I don't think they got the personnel.
I mean, shoot. I don't think they got the dog in them, honestly, but that's just another story from the time.
I don't think they got the personnel. They can have the dog all they want. They ain't got the personnel.
No, I feel like you can have the personnel, but if you're a bitch on the court, then the personnel.
I feel like go either which way. You can have the personnel, not the dog, or you can have the dog and not the personnel.
But I just feel like that is what this move screams to me, is that we want to beat Boston. That's it. And shoot, hey, good luck to you, niggas. Shit.
What is Boo Up over there doing? Oh, there you go. I can see his eyeballs now.
You said what?
No, I said I wonder what Boo Up's over there doing.
I'm listening to you, most.
You can rest in your eyes, nigga. That's what you was doing.
I'm chilling, man.
Moo, you was spinning. I'm sorry, I know I cut you off.
No.
Shut up, Boo Up. Close your eyes, man, over there.
Watch check.
Closing eyes over there. What's up, man? Try to make sure you ain't falling asleep on us. You feel me?
Watch check. I'm listening.
We want to beat Boston. We want to beat Boston. Well, you did all the shit. Let's hope you can.
Yeah, the Knicks as well. Boy, how you feeling about that trade to the Knicks?
I'm kind of with Moo. Clearly, it's a direct move to kind of offset Boston a little bit. But I think it's me personally. I think it's a win-win for both teams. Timberwolves were trying to come off of that Cat contract because that contract is whoa.
Yeah, very smart.
I think goddamn like 61 million the next 2 years or some shit.
They would have had to get rid of Reed and then the other kid too, the young kid that's playing well for him. So
they're trying to re-sign
Jaden McDaniels.
They're trying to re-sign that kid too, Jaden McDaniels. So like on top of that, you looking at it like, are we really gonna win a title with this core? Probably not. Oh, let's just get Julius Randle expiring contract that ends this year. Like it's over with. Now we just, even though we might be on some rebuild, we still got our starter future Anthony Edwards. We still can potentially, depending on what this Dillingham kid is, that's another bright spot. And you got Nas Reed. You still got Rudy. I don't know how long you got Rudy. Maybe another 2-3 years. Still, he can still probably play that position though for them for about another 2-3 years. Anchor defensively. So yeah, I mean, again, the Randall thing at worst, you don't win a ring, but you still go to the second round and maybe compete.
If he stays healthy in place.
Yeah. So,
I think the Knicks got a lot more to worry about than Boston. I think they're bad worried about the 76ers. I think they're bad worried about the Bucks. And I think they got a lot to worry about besides Boston, even with the Cat move. You feel me? Because Cat is soft as butter when you leave it on the fucking counter all night. You feel me?
I think they all worried about y'all though. I'm not even gonna lie.
Don't worry about us. Worry about the people under us. You gotta get past them first. It ain't like the Knicks gonna be unless they're gonna be the 8th seed. You know, they ain't gonna see us in the first round. So you better think about who you gotta see first. Because you might have to see Embiid and Paul George.
True. That's true.
You might have to see Dame and Giannis.
That's true.
This is the thing why Troy don't like, and I get it, is how the league works. Same thing with Golden State. You build your team to be like the team that's winning, or you build your team to beat the team that's winning. I get it. but that shit backfires because what if Boston don't make it this year and it's another team? And then you get your ass whipped. Then what? You're going to go back and reconfigure the team for that team that beat you? What if Boston wins the year after that? You're going to reconfigure it back to Boston?
I'm glad you said that, my boy, because that was going to be my next point. Thank you for the transition. If they do all it, a lot of these teams have been building their teams specifically to beat Boston. They don't match up with Boston every single fucking time. So what happens when they beat or when they match up with another team in the playoffs that's built differently than Boston? They have fits. They can't win. This happens a lot. And that was going to be my main point. It's like, yeah, you guys can build to beat Boston, which is clearly what you guys are doing, right? But what happens if you don't run into Boston? What happens if you run into, like Troy said, the Sixers or the Indiana Pacers or
the Heat?
I was going to say, or the Heat or the Toronto Raptors. Like, you don't fucking know. Like, you can run into anyone. Goddamn
Run into
teams.
the fucking Pacers again and get bounced. Y'all better stop playing.
You can run into the Cavs and get your ass whooped.
Evan Mobley style.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know. It's just smart to
Have you heard us?
Team. The way you need to build your team. Don't load up with crazy superstars because you're trying to match these other niggas over here and think that, oh, well, if we load up with these guys, then we're going to be unbeatable until we meet those guys, and that's going to be a pretty good dogfight. Like, no. Address the strengths.
It's going to be the same shit. Brunson going off, people telling, Cat having some good games, and as soon as Cat have a string of bad games, oh, see, here we go again. It's the same old Cat. Cat inconsistent. You can't do this consistent when they get to the playoffs. What Cat going to do? Cat going to beat it? Cat not going to beat this? Because it's the same shit, bro. It's the same player. He just got a different jersey on, bro. I'm not impressed.
I think a lot of the times when you build to beat another team, it ultimately backfires because you didn't build to be competitive or build
you didn't for the league, right, Mulich?
Yeah,
like you didn't build to beat the league. You built your team to be one specific team, and everything, all the dominoes have to fall in place for you to even match up against that team. Because, like I said, the Knicks are going to be a good team, so they're either going to be somewhere in the top 4 seeds in my eyes, right? You ain't going to see Boston to what, second, maybe third. Maybe third. So it's like that's even if you get there, because like I said, they ain't no real easy outs unless team gets injured this year. The 76ers did get bigger, even though they don't move the needle against Boston for me. They are a better team now with Paul George on that team, being able to give them what they could give them. The Heat's always going to be the Heat. You can't count them out, especially if Jimmy Butler is not injured like he was this playoff. If Jimmy Butler was there, probably be, people probably be singing a little bit of different tunes, even though Boston would still have the championship. But I just Giannis and Dame gonna second year in, even though sidebar, Giannis has not heard from Dame since the off season started for them. True. So I just want to point that out. Might be some turmoil in the air already. Dame a bitch. What? You ain't gonna go to another team and then not fucking get fuck that, bro. Fuck that. It's your first year, nigga. What's wrong now? What's wrong now? Just somebody tell me what's wrong now, Dame. What's wrong now? Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up. Because I'm right, bro. What the fuck is wrong now?
You right, bro.
What the fuck is wrong? I want to know what the fuck is wrong now. I want to be right. I want to know what the fuck is wrong now, Dave. But anyway, you got to watch out for teams like that. Did the Knicks get better 100%? He's a talented player. But, like I said, back in the day, we used to have Cat versus Embiid. Now we got Embiid versus Joker, and Cat is nowhere in that conversation. You feel me? Hell yeah, I casually said that about Dame. Fuck him. I don't give a shit. What you gonna do, Micah B? Nothing. Sit in the chat.
Not him calling out the co-host.
Nothing. Sit in that goddamn chat. Ain't talk your shit.
Hey,
man, tell him drop that link, DJ.
The link in the chat, nigga. He at work counting boxes. Like, come on, bro.
Wow, really?
Hey, he really trying, my man's up here on screen.
What's up, nigga? What's up, DJ? What's up?
Damn, this is wild.
But that's what I'm saying. D, he plain don't want to be there. What's the problem? He agreed to go there. He agreed. Somebody take over. I got a phone call. Boo up.
I want to go to Miami.
So What the fuck was we talking about?
Dame and motherfucking
Oh,
and shit like that. But
I pick it, bro. Listen, man. Listen. While you on the phone, let me get this shit out. This motherfucker, this Boston lover, Troy. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker, like, he don't want to see no team get remotely close to beating that. Like any team, fuck them till they beat them. He like that with them. Any team, I don't give a fuck who it is. Just fuck them till they beat Boston. Then it's gonna be like, Peyton Pritchard was hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck Peyton Pritchard. Don't do that, boo. That's why the bull on your hat is crooked to the left about 1.5 inches.
Hey, look. We just talking about the cat trade. We're not going to even talk about the Mikal Bridges trade. You know what I'm saying? All these things that the Knicks have done to
fuck the Mikal Bridges. They got rid of the one guy that was going out.
Who?
That was going off. DiVincenzo was doing his thing last year. Gone. Josh Hart got hurt. Still there. You feel me?
They
listen. It's only listen. You got to think. Troy's going to finish on this note. There's only one ball, right? We always say there's only one ball. Not everybody that makes trades, boo up, is going to have the same chemistry as Boston. Now, I got to go downstairs and grab some groceries, so you guys cover for me, and I'll be back. And boo up, don't be talking about me while I'm going. Save it till when I get back, all right?
Talk about you.
No, don't talk about me. Wait till I get back so I can defend myself.
Okay.
All right?
Sure. This fucking guy.
What you say? What happened?
Fucking grocery.
Nah, nigga, I'm gonna wait now. Give me like 2 minutes. Hold on.
This fucking guy, man.
Spit your game, talk your shit.
He got the perfect fucking icon up. This is who he is. Fucking Yao King Phoenix. This fucking guy, bro. Look, man.
Everybody know I said that icon.
Hey, man, check it out. So, in my opinion, I think the Knicks are like very scary right now, though. Like, I really can't cap. Now, granted, you don't supposed to just build a team basically to like beat another team, just one team. You should build a team that's going to be unique and do what they do in its own right. But I don't know. Like, relative to that league, I mean, I think they putting together a team that could beat anybody in the East, honestly. Not just Boston. I think they could beat everybody. Milwaukee.
I think that's true too. I think they can definitely compete with everybody. But the reason why I said that is because I think they know that. Like, they know that with the team that they had last year, they could have probably made the finals, honestly. Right? Just if they had everybody stay healthy and not get hurt at the right time, depending on the situations and circumstances, they probably could have made the finals. But
I'm gonna say this Eastern Conference Finals for sure.
Yeah, I think Eastern Conference Finals most definitely. But depending on the game, probably could ended up taking a few games and then making it to the finals, just because they're really gritty like that. But when I say they're built to beat Boston, I think they feel like they can compete and run with anybody, especially in the East. But I think they feel like when it came to Boston, they needed a few tweaks here and there to really compete with that team.
They needed to be able to guard the perimeter players, obviously, which is, Tatum and Brown, and they have that now.
Yeah. And then you had Derek White, who's a really solid shooter. So, like, that.
I mean, they're going to probably have to live with Jalen Brunson guarding a guy like Drew Holiday. You're gonna probably OG on Tatum.
Yeah, I was gonna say that'll probably be your best bet, throwing him on Tatum, because he, outside of Mikal, he's probably the best perimeter defender on that team.
Man, they all getting cooked. I don't give a fuck what you talking about.
Probably put Brunson on Derek White and then
That's not a bad matchup.
go fucking Josh Hart on a guy like Drew Holiday.
Cooked. What else you got?
Jalen Brown.
Cooked.
I was
Cooked.
saying Mikhail on Jalen. I think that's
Cooked.
a really good matchup too.
Why? What y'all setting dinner? You're setting the plates on the table.
OG on Jason Tatum.
What are y'all setting the plates on the table? What we doing here?
Category Porzingis.
Yep,
So like,
Porzingis.
And then you bring in Elijah Mitchell for
Al Horford.
Listen,
probably Al Horford. Probably.
listen, y'all can keep talking all that bullshit.
Trey, ain't nobody thinking about you, man. We know you don't want to hear it. You know.
Gotta go over these matchups, nigga.
Listen, go over the matchups with the Knicks and the Bucks. Because that's who they're gonna be fucking playing, and that's who gonna be the Mark Troy's words right now, right here, right now.
The Knicks gotta worry about Chris Middleton getting healthy right now.
The Knicks don't gotta worry about that. The Bucks gotta worry about that. See, fix your sentence, Mooch.
The Bucks gotta worry about Chris Middleton.
Here we go. There we go. They don't need Chris. They should have just traded Chris like I told them. Nobody want to listen to Troy.
We've been saying it for years, man. But they don't
want to listen to Troy.
But they got bigger problems to worry about as to why
the Knicks got Cat and McHale. They got Cat and McHale. Ooh, be scared, Boston.
That's why their two stars haven't linked up all offseason, and the season starts in 2020.
That's what win one ring. They talking like they won back-to-back titles.
Ooh. Ooh. What they gonna say now? We still get the gloat, but we ain't acting like we won back-to-back. No, we celebrating this one. Don't get mad, get glad. That's a trash bag.
It's a new season.
You feel me? We get defending champs until we get 3 thrown. We get fucking bragging rights. What are we talking about here? Don't get mad. Get glad. It's a trash bag. You feel me?
You're not on the team.
I am on the team, nigga. I'm not on the team. How I get my ring? Look, we can keep going, bro. If I'm not on the team, how I get my ring, boo?
The same place Jerome used to get all them fucking rings he had in his fucking coat and sell them to Martin.
Nah, my ring's more realer than Jerome's.
Jerome
ain't got nothing on my ring.
You do got a receipt for it. I give you that.
I say Troy's in the house. You feel me? Troy is in the house.
You got a receipt for it, so it's definitely more real. The transaction.
I got a receipt for it from the NBA.
It's in your Gmail.
When they mailed it to me, when the NBA mailed it to me, when they mailed it to me with Garnett's signature engraved in the inside, you know, of course I got a receipt for it.
Damn, another legend died today, Pete Rose.
Pete Rose died too. Rest in peace, Pete Rose. Somebody else died too, I think, yesterday.
Damn, Pete Rose.
Pete Rose, man, that's just crazy.
Hey, they definitely should put him in the Hall of Fame. They both should.
All right, Cat. We'll see what the Knicks got to do. No trolling shit. I told them I was going to troll, but Knicks did get better. Still not scared of them, even when I'm being serious.
He talking about I told him I wasn't going to troll, but troll for like.
No, I literally said I was going to troll. Did I not, Mulich?
Yeah, but then you just said I told him I wasn't going to troll.
No, I said I told him I was going to troll. I said I was going to troll. Was going to troll. 100% was going to troll Cat. It's what I used to do. It's what I'm always going to do. Still trying to get Cat on a show for somebody that's not on here no more. I'm still trying to get Cat up here for that person. You feel me? Now that's a troll, boo.
If we can avoid letting you talk about some of our future guests before the podcast, we might have some.
No, not at all. Not at all. Cat come up here and we chilling up. Cat definitely come up here. If Cat don't come up here, it ain't because of me. My name don't start with a G.
My name.
All right. I don't slander Cat. I troll Cat. I don't slander Cat. You feel me? My name don't start with a G. You feel me? I got the whiskey in my system today, boo.
Hey, that was great. Look.
You feel me?
Oh shoot, I'm crying over here.
You feel me, boo? I'm just saying, man. You know, I'm just saying. It's all I'm doing, boo. Is I'm just saying. Anyway, final thoughts on Cat getting traded to the Knicks before we move on to the 1v1, bro.
Just don't have another picture like you did with Boogie Cousins this time with Joel Embiid. That's all I ask.
Get choked out again. Boo, final thoughts.
Oh, I have no final thoughts.
Oh, no final thoughts on the Knicks? Okay.
I'm lost.
You lost.
Yeah.
You got the KAT in the NYC, man.
Look at Michael B. Yeah, it's not y'all. It's your boy.
Hey, it is me. It's me. It's
You
me.
can't, DJ, you ain't here.
No, we doing it. What are you talking about? Fuck that. Drop that intro, nigga. Get to this 1v1 me, bro. Got a good 1v1 me, bro, for you guys today. Now we get to Boo-Wow's favorite segment, because you know we can't do a show without Boo-Wow's favorite segment. Get to this 1v1 me, bro. Got a good 1v1 me, bro, for you guys today. Now we get to Boo-Wow's favorite segment, because you know we can't do a show without Boo-Wow's favorite segment. Now one more time. Get to this 1v1 me, bro. Got a good 1v1 me, bro, for you guys today. Now we get to Boo-Wow's favorite segment, because you know we can't do a show without Boo-Wow's favorite segment. You the bro in the 1v1. We can't do a 1v1 without you, bro.
Troy is the one, moves the V, I'm the one, and you're the bro.
Bro.
I gotta be the other one because DJ not here.
1v1 me, bro. You feel me? We back, man. Feels good to be back here on Boo-Wow's favorite segment. Because you know we cannot do a show without Boo-Wow's favorite segment. You feel me? All right. Hold on. One more time. Get to this 1v1 me, bro. Got a good 1v1 me, bro, for you guys today. Now we get to Boo-Wow's favorite segment. All right. I just wanted to hear Boo-Wow's favorite segment one more time.
I promise y'all, they not like this.
Hey, DJ, it's 4 times now.
America. I promise y'all, these people aren't like this in real life. I don't know what's going on.
Hey.
It's like at all. This guy right now, this is not Troy. This guy's at an all time. 4 times Troy? Really?
I'll do it again. I would do it again, bro. You know I love your favorite segment. You feel me? All right, I got a 1v1 for you guys. And today, stepping on the court. In the right-hand corner, we got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. In the left-hand corner, we got Ja Morant. 1v1. Explosive, high-flying, dunking, cross-ups. Who you got?
Ain't Shai 6'8", 6'7", 6'8", something like that?
6'5".
Still could get dunked on. We talking about Ja high-flying Morant here. We talking
about Shai, man. I don't even need to really talk. Let me show. He just better offensively.
You take Ja because he gonna pull up with the banger. Shai gonna run.
I like that point.
Get down on the ground, Shai. You know, shoot the ball today. Get down on the ground. I win this 1v1. It's just a lighter, man. It's just hey, Moonlich is just a lighter, man. It's just a lighter. Just a lighter, man.
It's just a lighter, man. It's just a lighter.
I think this is actually a good matchup because of both of their versatilities. I do think Shai might be a little bit more skilled than Ja. I think he has a better jump shot, so forth, so on, so forth, and so on and so forth. If I can get my shit together, but we're talking about 1v1. If Ja get that ball, he's quick, just like Shai. I don't know. It might be hard to stop Ja. Ja might just take it to the rack every chance he get, throw that thing down. And I mean, same for Shai. So it's like whoever start with ball first, that I think that's really going to determine, you feel me, who win the matchup.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Shai because he gonna cook Ja and then make an Instagram post about him later.
Type shit.
That's what he's known to do. Then Ja,
I think that'll be a good ass matchup though. To watch that on a basketball in the hood, bro, like in
it'll be in the hood.
Now, well, not you know what I'm saying, like out in New York at the famous park out in New York where all the balls play at, like out there, like you feel me, like 1v1 Shai versus Ja. You feel me? That would be a fucking sight to see.
Yeah, I want to watch it at the crib, man. I don't want to be around niggas.
Nah, I want to be there. I risk getting shot. I want to be there for that, boo. I come home with 2 bullets and be like, that shit was amazing.
That shit was lit.
That shit was fire, boo. Wow, you seen it from the TV? I'm like, yeah, I see your ass get shot.
I'm fly out there just to poke you in one of them bullet holes.
Hit him with the little Wayne. I'm gonna be on TV, mama. I'm gonna be on TV, mama.
You fucking dumbass. I told you I had to go to that fucking dangerous ass game. Be poking the shit out of his head.
We're gonna be out there shaking and baking, bro. Shaking and baking.
Yeah. Nah,
I
man.
don't think it's as easy as. I think it's actually a good one when you kind of take away from the team basketball. You can't pass the ball, nobody. There ain't really no resets. I know normally we do like 3 dribbles, and I'm just saying Judges. I don't know. I would like to see how Shea plays defense on him because I know Ja gonna try his damnness to get to that rack. If he got a dunk from the 3-point line, he might just dunk from the 3-point line.
In a 1v1, you ain't really getting downhill on a player like that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I think Ja quickness is enough to get downhill on anybody because if you got a fast first step, you can if you get your step right, bro, you can blow by anybody.
Yeah, but he don't really have like what you call like
he has a burst. That's what Ja has. Ja has a burst.
Just better at you coming at you like you know what I'm saying downhill. Like,
he has like the Zion. He has a burst. Like Zion, I would give a burst. He has this burst that I don't know. It's just he just comes out of it really fast, but he doesn't sustain it.
Has an advantage because it's not a lot of bigs that can
right.
Like Ja Morant don't have that same luxury. Shea is pretty laterally quick, so I think
you're right.
I don't see him just blowing past a guy like Shea.
I'm not saying often, but I could definitely see him getting a couple of. But I say the same for Shea because Shea has a quick first step. Like Shea has a legit quick first.
Yeah,
right?
and I mean,
he's gonna be able to get past Ja 2 times out of 4, right? 2 times out of 4.
In a one-on-one, it don't take much to get past him. Once you pass him, it's kind of like over with.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I could see both of them getting past each other for easy baskets. But just for me, I think Shea will find a way to pull it out. But I don't think Ja's gonna. It's just not gonna be. I could see the game. If games to 12, I see 12-9, 12-10. That's just me. 7, my favorite number. So I'm not mad at that. Anything else, Moo?
Yeah, no, I just want to see the Instagram post Shea make after the win.
Yes, Ja lay down on the floor. This is what I do to niggas. This is what I do to them.
You gonna say some subtle shit. I told you I play with them choppers too.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he gonna be like, I don't keep my burners in the club. I keep them on the court.
Praise Ja. Shout out to my Jamaican.
Real talk.
He gonna be like, he gonna go on the Instagram. We smoking on Ja Morant. Fucked up. He's smoking on Ja Morant. Speaking of Ja, what do you guys expect from him coming back this season?
To stay healthy and stay focused.
I think if he stays healthy, I think the Memphis Grizzlies should be like a top 5 seed in the West.
Like Stephen A. said, stay off the guns. You feel me?
He said that? Or did you say?
Same difference.
It sound like it.
Thank you, Mulich. Thank you, fucking Mulich. Thank you, Mulich. Thank you, fucking Mulich. Thank you. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
That sound like
God damn, bro. Buwak just can't let me have a win for shit, bro.
That sounds like a Troy A. Johnson statement.
Oh my God.
Fucking Troy Johnson. That guy.
Yeah, I'm the guy that was right next to Tristan Thompson when he did that thing to Draymond. Reporting live from LeBron's Diddy party.
Hey,
I can't wait till LeBron name comes
out.
Buddy. Wait till LeBron name comes out, bro. Can't wait till that shit come out on the list.
Ain't no party like a Diddy party, man.
Bro, I'm going right to Facebook. All you're going to see on Facebook is all the Jordans fans. This your goat? Is this your goat? This your goat? The freaky goat. He the go to the freaks. He the go to the freaks.
Hey, bro, I don't have nothing to do with what they talking about, man. I actually want you.
He the go to the freaks.
Diddy parties, man. Getting ghetto and whatnot, man. Stop playing.
What talking about, man.
All right. Moo, you want to shoot your in the post so we close this motherfucker out?
Oh, yeah, it's good. The NBA season starts in, I think, 24 days now. So understand something. We are in for a wild ride. football season has shown us or foreseen us anything, is that 2024-2025 sports season is going to be absolutely insane. So expect a lot of fireworks, a lot of high flying, and yeah, be excited. Basketball is back.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Poor ass in the post. Anyway, final thoughts. Get to this 1v1.
But I swear to God, you're fucking bored, bro.
I'm sorry, boo. It's just too fucking funny, bro. I'm sorry. All right, I'm done. My hands is off the mouse. Okay, until we end the show, my hands is off the mouse.
Oh shoot, man! Hey, another
final thoughts,
show.
Moolage.
Check out rest of the show throughout the rest of the motherfucking week. Wednesday, Gentleman Talk. Thursday, PVT. Friday, Talking that Ish Inside the Huddle. And we back on motherfucking Monday. Appreciate for everybody for the likes, comments, subs. Keep subbing. Tell your grandma, tell your sister, tell your cousin's cousin. And yeah, we're going to keep providing y'all with this fire-ass content. Until next time.
Fucking guy right here. Put your fucking hands down, man.
I asked for it, chat. Get to this 1v1 me, bro. What a good 1v1. I asked for it, chat. Don't say you didn't ask for it.
I just wanted you to put your hands down because I already know what it was going to lead to once you did.
I wasn't going to do it. You should just let my hands up, bro.
Look, man. I already know.
5 times like Booker T.
Boo up said, I see you Monday. I'm sorry. All right. Troy has to get his trolling in. All right. It's my daily medicine. Okay. All right. Not too much, just a little bit. Last show, I didn't do no trolling. This show, I did some trolling. Next show, you ain't going to get no trolling. All right. Maybe a little bit, depending on what mood I'm in. You feel me? Yeah, feel me. But you guys gotta enjoy the rest of your week. Again, rest in peace to the celebrities that we lost: Pete Rose, Mutombo. May you guys rest in heaven. Peace out.